Alright everyone, today we will dive into Mem 2.0 actually. There's a backstory of Mem that I'm not sharing here. We had the podcast episode, I will link it in the description below, where we dive much deeper into how we used Mem in the past, why we stopped using Mem and so on. Now Mem is back. We both thought it's dead, but they came back from the ashes like a phoenix, and let's see if they're actually as powerful. There's one feature that I really think distinguishes Mem from other note-taking applications out there. But if it is enough to use Mem on a regular basis, we will figure out in this video. Alright, the first thing I want to mention is that I deleted all my notes. If you follow this YouTube channel, you have seen the previous Mem videos where you see that I added a lot of notes to Mem in the past as I've been heavily using it. So I think there was more than 200 notes that I deleted because I wanted to start from scratch to get a best understanding of the AI features in there so it doesn't get confused by any other notes. So I added some specific notes in there that I will go through to show you how Mem works so far. And first of all, you see I already switched it to dark mode. Well, thumbs up, finally, after, I don't know, 4 years, we get dark mode, and not only myself, but Paco, we are very pleased about that. Are you a dark mode or light mode person? Go to the comments below and let us know. Mem is as easy as creating a note and to start typing. The amazing thing is that you have serendipity in this tool, and this is what I mean is the most advanced feature still, and it was back then already, but is still the most advanced feature when it comes to the PKM system. Yes, we have all this AI coming to all the different PKM tools and so on. We can ask specific questions about our knowledge base and then it starts searching the answers. Mem, on the other hand, starts giving you relevant information the moment you start typing. And the amazing thing is it's not depending on anything like specific wording or even the language. That's why I created this note here, which just says, I got a dog. It is a mix of a German Shepherd and a Golden Retriever. That's it. So it's in German. So I will now create a new note and start typing randomly about dogs. I'm thinking about getting a new dog. So the moment you start triggering this serendipity, you see it's now bringing up this title here. The moment you hit enter, it starts looking into other notes, and I can keep writing here. And there we go. It already appeared here. I have a dog. Ich habe einen Hund. Okay, that's a German thing. It appeared here. And that's really amazing, as Paco and I, we are both multi-language. He's speaking Spanish, French, and English, and I'm English and German. So therefore, I can mix my notes and it will still give me relevant information. And I think that's very powerful, and I haven't seen in other applications so far. The other thing they really improved is how we can send anything to Mem, okay? So when we go to YouTube and we watch the latest video, we can actually use the Mem extension, the Chrome extension, just click on it and it will now create a Mem entry, a note, and it not only sends the link of this to Mem, but it actually works on it. Let's see if we go to home, if this already appeared. Yeah, there we are. YouTube video, it recognized it. I can click on it and look at this. It made a comprehensive summary. It shows the key points from the video. It gives me even the chapters of the video, notable quotes that came up in this video, and so on. This being said, it's not very consistent. So when I click here, I can open up the video. That's great. I would love to have an embed, but that's still not there in Mem. Doesn't matter. This is already helpful. And here, you know, this is another video that I added, and you see there's a difference. I can actually click here on the chapters and it gives me the chapters, whereas here it made chapters, but it doesn't show it. So we can always go to clean up notes in a single click, and let's see what happens there. Okay, it shows me now the changes that it made. I love this representation. So let's not apply this, but I think it's enough information to bring it up the moment I need it later. So this makes Mem really a powerful outer world tool. If you don't know what this is, watch my other video where I talked about the inner world and the outer world. It's the difference of the thoughts and insights that we get ourselves versus the outer world, which is like we did here, saving YouTube videos, saving articles and so on. Talking about articles, let's send a blog post to Mem 2 and let's see see how this works. Okay, here's a blog post from Paco. Clicking on Mem, it sends it. I'm sure it will come very shortly. I already also downloaded the mobile app and I'm really impressed how good it works. So I'm not showing in detail how this looks on mobile, but I tested it. So we can actually, I do it here quickly and say test node. And you see it's already creating untitled node while I'm typing. And you see it's already test. So this is really nearly instant. The moment I start typing here, it appears here. And now when I add something here, it's immediately updating it here. So this synchronization is really amazing. We see that the article came already in. Let's see what comes here. Okay, it brings in this featured image. Here, summary, key points, actionable advice, notable quotes, takeaway. I really like these summaries. They're really useful actually. And then again, the link to the source, which is always amazing. That's the way how we recommend to take notes, to link to the original source, not saving the whole thing in your system. Take your notes on it. And then with a click of a button, you open up more context. And this is really amazing. So now we have the author Paco Cantero. Let's see what happens if I actually make a note out of this. I hit add and then make it this way. Now I can create Paco out of this. And now I can click on it and here we have Paco Cantero, my business partner at the paperless movement. And then let's also make paperless movement a node. This goes actually very quickly. Unfortunately, it's not possible to quickly open up the node with a keyboard shortcut. I have to click on it. And then teaching the ICOR methodology, I will hit add. And now here, let's say ICOR stands for input, control, output, refine, and defines a productivity system end to end. All right, now we added a lot more information now that we have Paco Cantero, co-author of the ICOR Journey book. Okay, and now what we will do, I will send another article and let's see if AI now connects this properly. I haven't tested this yet, so let's see what happens. So let's pick another article, clicking here. By the way, I can also ask Mem something in addition, but let's for now just send it directly to Mem. So again, while we're waiting, I really like that they removed the chat only focus because that was something that was killing Mem for Paco and me and for many others too. They removed the small structure that was there completely and now they brought it back, and I really like the structure that we still have the side panel and the focus on the AI and the chat, but not so in your face, you know. It is just a companion now to your actual notes, versus before we just had a chat box to ask anything around our notes. Here it is. Let's go in here, and no, it's not connecting Paco Cantero directly. I'm not so happy about it because it would be really helpful if it automatically connects it, or at least gives me recommendations. There could be an inbox giving me some recommendations how to link things together for me to review. There would be another level of serendipity that could actually show up in a chat too. That would be amazing, you know. The quest asking, hey, I have a note about Paco Cantero. Is it actually related? By clicking on it, it will actually link it together. Well, the author of the note is Paco Cantero. Well, that is not really helpful, obviously. Well, okay, it's not doing any action. It's not connecting this to Paco Cantero. I would manually need to connect it together. Obviously, I don't know, the more I do it, if it would then actually start showing up this way. So now the other thing is, where are the connections? Where is this node mentioned? That's something I'm used to when I use other applications like Heptabase. Obviously, I would expect the backlinks wherever I connected or mentioned the node in. Maybe I'm just not seeing it here. Okay. Yeah, well, it recognizes the links, but where are the backlinks here? Where is the details page or anything about this? Doesn't seem to be a thing. Well, I can organize it. I can add this now to, well, there's also auto organize. Let's see what's doing. It should make a people organization now, or CRM or something. But that's something I would never recommend to use Mem for this type of things. You can use much better structured tools than this, because even that we have now people created, it added Paco Cantero to people. I can now go to people and now I have a list of the people. I don't have custom fields here. Okay, I cannot, that's not a database of the people. So if I say country, say he lives in Spain, I'd expect now if I go to home and I start asking, where does Paco live? That it comes up with this relevant information. But again, it's not structured. I cannot, you know, have a database table where then say filter everybody coming from Spain and things like that. Okay, so it doesn't recognize that there's a country. And that's the things. That's the lack of transparency. It's a trial and error where I add something to my notes and I have a certain level of expectation and AI does it differently. And that makes it so hard to trust on these AI tools. Also, I like that we have now voice recording. So I hit here and then I can just start talking and I talk and it directly transcribes it as you can see here, which is great to have, you know. So I can keep talking and I can keep talking about my dog and that I might want to get another dog and I don't know about the breed that I should get there, and that's it. And let's see when I hit done what happens now. It just gives me a summary I can accept, and now I see just 2 bullet points of the whole conversation. But this being said, here's the full voice recording down here, so I could now refine my note with the transcript and I keep having my context here. That's great, so I don't have the rumbling and so on. And now we see, you know, I'm thinking about a dog, the German version, and now this what I just sent as an audio. And I think this is the most powerful thing, that it brings up the relevant information this way. I also like that it really reduces content that I send to Mem to the key insights, but keeps context available. That's really nice too. Another thing that I saw is now that they have templates, okay? So I can actually create templates. I have here an untitled template, and let's have a table template, article quotes, and then let's say quote author, and I don't know if this works or not. We can organize this to quotes, and now let's see what happens if I go to this article again where we have these notable quotes. And now can I say the quotes template to organize my selection? Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. That's actually amazing. See, now it extracted it and added it properly to this template. And let's go to the other article that we had. And there we go. It keeps adding the quotes to this note. Now the question would be, if I send more articles, if it automatically adds it to quotes. So I guess I could do it now this way. Let's go back here and let's use another random article and say extract quotes to send to article quotes. See, it's creating the note in the background. I haven't hit enter yet, but I will do. It does the things in parallel. So for example, if I send things to reader, right? If I hit the shortcut, see, it added it now to reader. And now I can start doing highlights here like this. Okay, boom. The thing is, the next time I come back to this article, reader recognizes it's already there. I have one highlight. I can click on this. It opens up the relevant place inside reader. Here I have the highlight that I made and so on. And Mem does something similar. So if I hit Mem again, you see it opens up the chat that I already had on this page. And that's great. So I'm not adding the same thing twice. So now it appears here. See, I can directly in the extension chat with it, click on it. It opens up now the relevant node and it extended it again with more quotes from this article. So I really like it because now I could add more table insights, you know, like date, edit or whatever, and AI would fill out these fields for sure for me in the future. And that's really interesting to see. And again, I see now Serendipity on the side. I think this is really an amazing progress. Let me know in the comments below if you kept using Mem over the years and you've been part of the development. But I like the rebranding. I like the speed. It's very reliable. It feels very solid. It feels trustworthy. I also like something I didn't show, the direct integrations with other tools where I can keep sending things into the tool. I think it's a really great shallow thinking / outer world tool that I could use. I'm not switching to it yet, but I will keep using it. I will keep paying for it and see how they keep developing things. I really like the approach, the structure, the accessibility. And as for our members who are busy professionals and don't want to learn very complex PCAM systems, this could be a really great solution where you just keep taking notes about things and then start seeing the serendipity on the side. That's something we should discover in the future too inside the tool, how good this is working for meeting notes and things like that, as this could be very powerful. But then I would always worry about that I'm missing out on something, and that's where using tools like Heptabase or Tana or Reflect or something like that, they're more structured and you have more control about setting these things up. But this being said, if I go to create a node and I mention now Paco, see, I can perfectly mention the person too here and has mentioned something. And then I could say meeting nodes. And then I will have a list of meeting nodes. So I like that we have a level of control of the structure. And I'm really curious. And if you want to see any updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel so I can catch you up in the next one. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.